All right, episode 2 of Coach's Corner. Seth Humphrey here with Coach Christian, and today we're talking about waking up, attacking our day. We all get the same amount of time in the day, and you'll hear individuals, and the first excuse that they have is, I just don't have time. I don't have time. And so what we wanted to do today was address that. Like, what are some tricks that make some individuals able to get out of bed and do what was required, where others may hit the snooze and go from there. So to start it off, I will say that a 3-2-1 rocket ship out of bed. So that's one of those things where I think it's Mel Robbins' book that she has, and it talks about that, where when the alarm clock goes off, if you'll just count down and just 3-2-1, I'm up, I'm out of bed, then that starts to get the ball rolling as far as that stuff goes. What do you have to kind of throw into there as far as that?
Yeah, I think with getting out of bed with that 3-2-1 is kind of finding that motivation of why you're getting out of bed. Like, what is it that's motivating you to go attack the day? So whether it be you got to make a lunch for your kids, or you got to go hop in the shower before you go to work. So it's kind of finding what motivates you to get up in the morning and then start attacking your day.
Yeah, I definitely think having something that you're working towards, that's something we're real big on here at the Vitality Mill, is you need to have a mission that you're working towards, that why you are getting up, just like Christian was saying. I think the other side of that, though, is I think your evening routine is just as important as your morning routine. So getting to bed at the same time, shutting down electronics and things like an hour before bed, trying to quit eating a couple hours before bed. Another one that's I think is real big is that, like, a lot of people, especially with our clients being success driven, being a little bit older, they still have all these things inside their head going on that they need to get done tomorrow. And if you will have a brain dump, all a brain dump is just everything that's going on in that noggin of yours, just taking a pad of paper and just writing it all down, so you don't have to be trying to remember it when you're going to bed. As far as that, anything that you have?
Yeah, another thing is people are on their phone a lot whenever they're going to bed. So you're just staring at the screen, that light's just constantly on your eyes, and then you start getting hooked and you just go down a hole of YouTube or Instagram, and then before you know it, it's late. And then of course, whenever you wake up in the morning, you've only gotten 4 to 5 hours of sleep. So then you wake up, you want to hit snooze and then hit snooze again. So then you're just constantly procrastinating, and then you start your day off that way. So then as the day goes on, you're going to continue to make excuses for why you don't want to do this, why you don't want to do that, because you started your day making excuses by just hitting snooze over and over again.
Yeah, and then that hitting that snooze is setting you back as well, because you think that, hey, I'm just going to go back to bed for 10 to 15 more minutes or whatever. But what actually happens is a whole other sleep cycle starts. The alarm clock's waking you up, and you going back to sleep, that starts the whole other sleep cycle. So then you're going to feel groggy, you're going to feel tired. The other thing too is like, quit picking your toughest objective of the day, your hardest thing that you have to do first thing in the morning, because that's going to keep you from not wanting to get after it in the morning time. So if it's something that you don't usually work out and you're going to start working out, then it might not be that you're waking up and going right to the gym. It may be that, hey, I'm going to get in the shower, I'm going to take a couple and do the things that need to be done there and get that momentum kind of rolling. It could be reading, it could be, we have our Vital 4 inside of the Vitality Mill, which is our morning routine. That's just little simple things like getting a green shake, sending a couple text messages out, stretching, things like that will help you start to get that kind of momentum rolling as far as that stuff goes as well. Anything else you have?
Yeah, I think routine is huge. So if you don't have a set routine, then every single day looks different. And if every day looks different, then you're not going to be ready to attack those wild things that come, because you know how life is. Like, life brings you so many challenges, so many new things. So if you're not in such a good routine, you're not going to be prepared for all those stuff that happens. And with routine, that's consistency. So a consistent schedule creates consistent results.
And that's the same thing we talked about with the momentum, is just getting that momentum going, getting into a groove, having a mission that you're working towards, having set objectives that you know that need to get done, that are going to fill you up so that you can show up for everyone else that you need to show up for, and you're giving on the overflow that way instead of giving everything that's in your cup as far as that stuff goes. Anything else?
Yeah, I think you just be that example for people around you, for your family, and not always looking at somebody and thinking, I want to be like them. Like, set your own example. So yeah, just be an example for people.
For me, it's set the standard. So like my son sees me, he knows that like dad's up, dad's after it, dad works out, dad gets his steps in. Set the standard for yourself, and then you'll be setting the standard for your family as well. So if that's all you've got, and that's all I've got. Seth Humphrey here, Coach Christian here, and we're going to finish it off with that. Episode 2 is in the books. If you have any questions or anything, don't hesitate to comment below, and we will point you in the right direction from there. Seth Humphrey, talk soon.